Welcome everyone. My name is Bettina and welcome to this special event to celebrate Diwali. I would like to begin by acknowledging that we are gathered on the traditional land of the Kulin Nation, where many of you are likely joining us today, but not excluding all traditional owners whose lands we may be communally standing on today. We recognise the First Peoples' relationship to this land and offer our respects to their elders past, present and emerging. Today we welcome Rishu. We will learn about the festival of Diwali. Diwali is the 5-day festival of lights celebrated by millions of Hindus, Sikhs and Jains and other cultures across the world. Diwali also coincides with the harvest and New Year celebrations. It is a festival of new beginnings and the triumph of good over bad and light over darkness. So please make welcome Rishu, and today we are going to learn how to make Diyas and Rangoli. Thank you. Welcome Rishu.
Thank you, Bettina. Thank you for having me over and giving me this opportunity to talk about Diwali and Rangoli and giving my tactics on Diya making. Yeah. So, as we all know, Diwali is a 5 days long celebration and it is one of the most popular and the favorite festival of India. Are these kids familiar with Diwali festival here? I can see kids here. I am. What can you tell me something about Diwali?
That's the fact that they are like white and it's where we celebrate life.
Okay, and how about you? Yeah.
It's meant to celebrate the day Ram, which is a character from Ramayana, returned to Ayodhya.
Yes. We celebrate Diwali to mark the victory of good over evil, light over darkness, and knowledge over ignorance. If we Indians, the Hindus, especially celebrate Diwali. This is celebrated in the month of October, mid-October to mid-November, which is called the Kartik month as per the Indian calendars. And it is a 5 days long celebration. We start with cleaning our house the first day, decorating and purchasing gifts, making sweets at home, and wearing new clothes, and then worshipping our goddess Lakshmi. Goddess Lakshmi, who represents, or we call it, the goddess of wealth and prosperity. So, Diwali is the biggest festival, I would say, for all the Indians. Like, everyone celebrates Diwali. So, here, like, I would introduce you to what we do and how we do on the Diwali day. We celebrate Diwali by decorating our house. Decorating specifically means that we make Rangoli. What is Rangoli? Rangoli is the creative presentation of colors and flowers at your entrance or at your altar. Like some people believe we decorate the entrance to invite God or happiness or wealth and money and prosperity into your house. Few people say we welcome God. That's why we make the altar more beautiful and we make Rangoli in front of the altar. Look, I'll show you. I have already made one Rangoli in my house. See, this is in front of the goddess. And I have made it, I can go closer to this and I'll show you that I have used all the things, some colors, flowers, colorful sand, and even the pebbles making this Rangoli. And I have used my own handmade candle Diyas. It is made out of the bottles, ketchup and sauce bottles, or some left used bottles from my house. So here I'm gonna show you all the things what we are going to use now. This is the colored rice, the edible one. These are the sand granules. I have colored them with the edible color. Like you take the rice and put few drops of edible liquid color into it and mix it with the spoon nicely, thoroughly. You will get the bright color out of this. This is my sand bottle, which I grabbed from the store, the art and craft store. And this is the white color I have taken. It's called the quartz powder. I picked this bottle from the Bunnings. It is very nice, glittery, shiny one. I have various colors, see, blue, red, green. This is the yellow one. I tried to paint this one with the haldi powder, the turmeric one, which we use in the kitchen, these small granules of the sand. And I will be making use of the flowers as well. Here are my flowers petals. So first and the foremost thing you are seeing here that this is the design. I'm not doing on the floor right now. There are many options. You can either straight away do on the floor, or you can do on the paper, or you can paint your floor with the brush. So it depends upon how efficient you are or how capable easily you can make it with your free hand or not. So here I'm doing this on a board so that I can move it somewhere later on. This is the easiest way to handle this. So I'll just keep the camera here on the hole. Just let me know if it's visible to all of you. And then I'll start making Rangoli. Is it okay?
Yes, yep.
Yeah, we
We
can
can
see.
see it. Yes, that's
Okay.
perfect. Yep, thank you.
Okay.
Really?
Okay, so I'm gonna start. I'll show you a few more things. I'm making the room here. I have 3 different things with me. These are the bottles with this sand. See, this has a net on one side. It's kind of a sprinkler, and this bottle opens from this side, the back side. You can pour your sand in here. See, and now close the bottle. And you can use the other side for sprinkling your sand on the surface, like seasoning. I have used the specific bottles for the Rangoli, but one idea is you can use the seasoning bottles as well, salt and pepper seasoning bottles. It is how we can easily spread the sand on the surface. It takes a bit longer, but yes, you can easily do that without tiring and making it look more nicer and even. See, I'm just sprinkling it on the leaves. You can do many creative designs with this. You know, this Rangoli has its own auspicious thing. Like we Indians believe that if we want to invite prosperity in our house, we want to invite God, we want to welcome happiness, then you have to do the rangolis outside your doors. In the old age, our great grandparents they were used to live in the villages. They used to do this rangoli each and every morning. They used to wake up early, get ready, shower, and then after cleaning up themselves, they used to clean the house. They used to clean the floor, they mop. After mopping that, every morning they used to make this rangoli in their courtyards. So it is, see, you can see this. It looks nicer and evenly spread. So I will be going all around likewise, and see, I can make the shape with this brush. You don't have to use your finger to give the exact shape. Rest, you can just clean it up. So in one bottle, I have filled red, and the other bottle, I have filled blue. So we will be going.
Rishu, can I ask a
Yes.
question? You can create any design that you like?
Yes, we can create any kind of design. We start with the geometrical design. Rangoli is basically the combination of different kinds of shapes, different kinds of designs. Like few people believe Actually, India is a huge country. It has 28 states. And 28 states celebrate Diwali in a different style. Each state has their own belief that one state thinks that Rangoli should be square in shape. Another thinks that it should be only flowers. Few think that it should be circles. Some people think that it should be spirals and dots and circles. So it depends upon their belief. One state, I don't remember, they follow only lotus. I guess it's West Bengal. They believe that it's lotus feet. Lakshmi comes into our house if we make the rangoli in the shape of lotus flower. So it depends upon their beliefs, how and what they are following. You can make any kind of design, any kind of shape. And nowadays there is ornamental rangoli as well. People have started making any kind of design. Like they are making the dances, faces, they are making the very different kind of things. Like I still follow the traditional style that it looks prettier, it looks nicer. Try to use all the vibrant colors on the floor, which will be more creative, like which will lift up the decor. See, it's going likewise. And I'm gonna change after 2 or like here. See, I'm making the center circle red. So I'm using my red sprinkler. You can do it with your hand as well. It is just like, it won't come that evenly. So people used to do with their hands, and nowadays also they do with their hand, but it is another style of doing it in a creative way. Like I can show you if I make this whole big circle, red one. See, I'm changing my design. I was planned to put the flowers here, but now I'm not putting the flowers petal here. I'm putting the red color, and I'm going to show you different design with this big bottle.
So you can be
This
as
is a nice,
creative as you want to be.
yes, yes.
Looks fantastic.
Just let all your skills come out. Yes, please.
Where do you get these tools from?
I got it long back from India. Once we were there on a trip and I found it in Delhi. So I bought it there, and it's used only one. But for these small bottles, I think you can use the salt and pepper sprinklers, the bottles.
Okay. I
And
use
for
the tea filter. I usually use the tea filter to do it.
Okay.
Yours is much more targeted with tea filter. I
Yes.
to make
And
big
this one you will see the difference. What I'm gonna do, look, I'm not going to use any brush on top of it or clean the surface. I'm gonna use this nozzle for making design on top of it. So it is fantastic. I found this, I couldn't resist myself from buying this.
Very good.
Because,
I will do that as well.
Yeah. So now outside India, we have to figure out alternatives for these things. So we are going on. Like you can say, Vitina,
Yes.
beauty of this rangoli is you can do these designs with the different flowers as well. Like earlier, the old days, when these sands and colorful pebbles were not available in the markets, people used to be like poor. They used to paint their floor with the rice flour. You have to just wet the rice flour and brush it with your brush or even your fingers. They used to paint their floor with their fingers. And after drying, it becomes like a chalk. It is semi-permanent types. It's not permanent, but yes, it won't go off with the wind, or like if it's windy or something like that. It's sticking to your floor until you wash it, wipe it with the wet cloth.
However, sand's not, it's not permanent, is it? Because it's just placed on top of the,
yes,
design.
We are just sprinkling it.
Okay.
Yes.
And is there a way of making, let's say, for example, you wanted to make a design and make it permanent? Is there a way of making
Yes,
it permanent?
very
Rishu?
good question. Yes, very good question, I would say. What I'm doing now, you can do the similar design on the cutouts of the cardboard or the paper, like hard mount sheet. You take that one and make, let's say you want to make a flower. You make a big circle on the cardboard sheet and then spread the glue, normal PVA glue,
Okay.
and then put this sand on top
Sand.
of
Okay.
it.
Yes, I was going
Yes,
to ask whether you could use glue and then
yes.
add the sand on the top
Yeah,
because,
look, if
yeah.
I would like to, I could brush the
Mm-hmm.
PVA glue underneath and then sprinkle this, then it will be permanent. I will, after my Diwali, I will wrap it up and keep it aside. And next year, I'm going to use the same piece. Like you can do add-ons to this, and then it's available for next year use as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, like the old days, people used to decorate their house with the rice flour, one thing, and they used to paint these rice, color the rice. It used to be available in the streets and every corner of India, like the villages also. It started with the rice flour, the Rangoli decoration, and then it moved on with the like more modern things, I would say. So look, my center of this looks nicer and
And
evenly spread.
Rishu, sorry to interrupt you,
Yes,
but you said the sand you can buy it. Did you say from Bunnings? Is that where you?
yes,
Okay.
yes. I
And
picked up one from Bunning, one from the Indian stores because they get it from India, but I couldn't find the white color. So then I looked for this in the the Bunning store. I found one, a
okay.
beautiful box. It is very nice. It's lovely. So that is the white sand here. This I can
And
show you.
what's it called? Is it just
It's
what's
a quartz powder somewhere near the pebbles where they
okay?
keep the pebbles and all. It's hardly for $4.30. Likewise, this whole big bottle, and this small bottle I got from the Indian store. It was for around $3.75. So this one is a better bet because it's a bigger one, and you can use it for years. You can make big
Fantastic.
rangolis out of this. So, and you can use these for the kids art and craft. This is another thing. It is a small nozzle. Sorry, I have to block it from the front. This is a small nozzle bottle. You can use this small, we find those small nozzle bottles in office works. You can use those bottles for putting this. I'm gonna do is, I had put the white powder inside, the white sand, and I'm gonna make the design with this. It is bit like, it will come out like a pencil. See, wherever I have to put, I'm gonna make the design. It's not that, it comes easily. You can do it with your hand also. See, I'm moving it, it's coming out little by little. Oh, what happened? It was coming easily earlier. See, now it started. So I'm gonna move my hand. Whenever I have to stop with my fingertip. See? Because it's a sand granule, sometimes it comes easily, sometimes it takes a push to come out. So it's coming out, see? Earlier, I used to do this with my hands. Now, these gadgets, I would say, these are the gadgets for my Rangoli, has made the life easier.
And Rishu, does the sand stain hands if you're
No,
using your hands?
no,
Does it stain?
no,
No, it
no,
doesn't.
no.
Okay.
See, you can make the balls, you can make the outlines, the tiny work you can do with this nozzle pen. I would suggest you can make any sort of design and then you can find the edges with this nozzle thing.
That looks lovely.
Now I'll stop and then I'll continue with my blue. So it takes time, like you need to have at least 30-40 minutes patiently, and it's a good activity for the kids at home. Like if they are around, they can play around with their skills. It's a good activity for the kids. If you want, I can tell you with the hand as well. Like you can make the similar design, similar thing, you will feel the difference, how it looks. Like I have this bottle, and how we do is you have to lift the sand with your hand, the fingertips, and you have to sprinkle it like this. See?
Mhm.
Keep on rubbing your finger, and then it will, like we season our salad, the way you have to season this rangoli. See? It's going faster. If we use the sprinklers, I feel like we use less of the material. It's evenly spread, then it don't make the lumps. See?
Yeah, I was going to ask that. I think if you're using your hands, it looks like you're using a lot more of the
Yes,
sand.
yes.
Yes.
It's faster.
Yes.
Yeah, it's quick, but it's, you can experience both. Like the way you like is the best. Yeah, you follow that. Last time I made a rangoli, I was having only one color. What I did, it was a red packet of sand, and unfortunately I couldn't find any other color anywhere. So I sprinkled only the red rangoli throughout, made a big circle, big oval sort of shape, and then with my this nozzle thing, I added the flour, the regular flour, all-purpose flour in that bottle, and I designed it all over it, the red and white rangoli. It turned out so beautiful. Like it depends, like you have to add on your creativity to your things. It is an
And also use
expression of
some
art.
household
Yes,
items as well if you don't have
yes.
access, like the flour you were saying.
Yes. So you have to, like, you can sketch it, you can trace it. If even you are doing it on the floor, I will suggest don't do it directly, freehand. Give some marks, sketch your design with the chalk, the one you use on the blackboard. You use that one for making the design on the floor, and then you continue putting this color, the sand or pebbles or whatever you feel like. You can put all those. See, this is the base I'm creating.
And I have a question, Rishu. So
Yes,
I know you said you can use all different colours, whatever colours you
yes,
like, but
yeah.
are there particular colours of significance that people tend to use more, or is it
No,
basically any colour
like,
you like?
no, as I told you that Rangoli started long ago when we were having only the food supplies. We used our rice and flour and all these materials. So for making Rangoli started with the flour. Like we started making Rangoli with the rice flour and the wheat flour. So it is basically white when they started with the red color and then the yellow color. Yellow color is the turmeric color. Yellow color has its own like auspicious thing in the Hindu culture, and then the white is food, and red is also known as very auspicious color. Otherwise, like nowadays we are taking purple, pink, blue, where neon colors are there in the market, you can do with the sands and all. But earlier the thing, and yes, the green, for the greenery and happiness in your life, we used to make basically use of these four colors: white, yellow, green and red. Green was used to be the green leaves. You can cut the grass, you can chop the leaves of some plants, and then you can make eco-friendly rangoli as well. Like you are not harming your environment. One of my kids has participated in a competition long back, and they did this eco-friendly rangoli, which turned out to be the best piece like that year.
Fantastic.
So I'm gonna turn it around so that it's easier. See, I don't have to move it with this. Now I'm gonna move my board here. So I notice that it's going faster if I'm doing it with my hand, right? If you sprinkle it, it takes a lot of time, but it turns out nicer and beautiful. Sam, how do you make rangoli at your place? Do you have some specific things like you make in particular shape, or any ways you do?
No, I usually stick to the traditional way. I have
Okay.
my mother-in-law with me, and she is from southern part of India where they
Yes.
rangoli every morning. So she
Uh-huh.
does the rangoli, or basically use a chalk to make a rangoli every morning.
Oh, wow. And does she make hexagon shape? Because I have heard that South India, Indian people make the hexagon rangoli in the shape of,
Yes.
right? Yes.
It is very typical traditional style of making rangoli that she does.
Yes.
My
So,
style is more like what you are doing, more
okay.
flowers and
Yes.
shapes
Yeah.
like this, but still traditional, not
Yes.
very modern.
She's from Maharashtra.
Modern one.
Why it's good.
Okay, okay. So like I was checking, like last year, some people have made the Kathakali dancers' face on the floor. So I thought, no, if it's Rangoli, it should be the swastik design or a circle or flower. North India makes the square Rangoli. People from
With
Vitina,
dots.
yes, with dots and spirals.
Yes.
Vitina, India has so many states and so many cultures and things therein, and each state celebrates in a different auspicious way. They have their own tradition they follow. So this is the best thing to learn. We exchange our cultures and tradition even within India as well.
Yes, that's fantastic.
Yes, yeah. So here it is. Now I'm using this my nozzle bottle. Okay, wait, if I have changed, I'm gonna put some rice. This is my colored rice. I have painted with the edible paint, the edible color you get for cakes and all. Just use the liquid one and mix it well and let it dry in this box. I colored it in this itself. So you can put candles in the center or around later on. This is counted as the base, you can say, and then you can keep on putting more. Like as much you want to, you keep on adding. Like I found that it's not looking good, then you keep on adding it. Here I have some flowers. Either you spread them all around. I just collected few from my garden for the center. Probably it would be less now. So I'm gonna show you, like, what I do is I'll make a circle here with the flower petals. You can take one color, you can take different mixed colors, and if you want to add greens, you can cut the leaves also and put in here. So what I do is I always add these flowers in my rangoli to give that fragrance in the house, the aroma of the rose petals. And you can put your candle on top of these flowers. It won't burn the floor. There will be less risk of catching some fire or something when we put the candles directly on the wooden floor, if you have. So I try to put it this way. And then I'm gonna make further design with this.
It's coming along beautifully, Rishu.
Yeah,
It's so
it looks,
vibrant.
yeah. And the good thing is, if you have time and energy left over, you can keep on increasing your circle. Like always start Rangoli from the center to outwards. When you finish this much, and I felt like, okay, this looks small, you have more space, elaborate your design later on. Don't create the design in the beginning. Like start with the small dot and then keep on expanding your design. So you can put any color in this nozzle pencil and make your designs. You can change also one after another what all colors you liked. So see, I have to put the stopper in front of this. Now I'm gonna put, this didn't turn out yellow properly, but yes, see the dots. And good thing about this Rangoli, another idea I would like to share, sorry, that if you are painting these sand granules and you are worried that it will spill all around, you want to reduce that spillage. When you are putting the color in this, it's slightly wet. Wear on the gloves. Look, I got these colors in my hand. And wear the gloves in your hand while it is wet and start putting them on your board or on the floor. When it's wet, it won't spill and it will come thick, and then you have to press it with your hand or with the some flat thing to make it even like this flat. Because it's wet, it won't spill all around, it will be easier to handle. You can make creative designs out of that because it's like a magnetic sand which kids use nowadays. It will turn out that way. So this is the Rangoli here.
That looks
And
beautiful.
yeah, I would like to see, it's never ending, it's never ending. You can add on some vibrant color. It means if you feel some yellow is missing, some green is less, you keep on adding, like you will end up making a beautiful Rangoli. See? So it's up to you how and what design you want. Diwali is the amazing festival. We all Indians love this festival. And it's related with meeting family, decorating the house, exchanging gifts, making sweets at home. This all is included in this. So here we go with this Rangoli thing. And you can see, I'm done with this Rangoli. All right. Yeah.
Thank you. That looks lovely.
Yeah. Now I'm going to switch to the candle, the Diya one. I would remove this just for a second.
It is very beautiful.
It is
Thank
beautiful.
you. Thank you. Could you just tell me? I'm calling myself. Yeah, we will just put it there.
And Sam, thank you. I saw your beautiful design.
Yeah, hold it.
That
I'll call my son. Maybe you can put it there.
Yes,
Put it
Rangoli.
there.
This year we want to make a peacock one.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Oh, you'll have to send,
Wow.
once you make it, you'll have to send me a picture and show me.
Sure, I will do that.
Yeah. You can make Kathakali dancer as well. It turns out really bright and beautiful.
The thing is, this year I have little babies, so with walking, running around.
Yeah. Okay.
Difficult.
then it's difficult. Okay.
She would just wipe off everything, and this year we have a dog.
Okay. So
So
two
I have
babies.
to do it
Two
outside.
babies. Yeah, you have two babies now in the house.
Yeah.
So
With Melbourne weather, you cannot really have it outside. It's always windy.
no. And once you are putting in so much of efforts, at least you have it for 4-5 days in your house, right?
Correct.
So I always do it within my rooms as well, living room, so that
Yes.
kids also learn something. And Okay. Now, Sam, like I have made, the good thing you got already is the air drying clay, and it is the hot weather. I took out from the paper bag, this plastic bag before this class, and it's drying already.
Yeah,
You
it is
can
drying.
see?
I was all the while I was stopping him from opening. Arya, I'm opening it for you.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
See, it is Montemart clay, modeling clay, and what you can do is you can make your own clay at home as well. I use all-purpose flour and put some salt and 1 spoon of Favicol, and make a tight dough with this with your hand, like you make for your roti and chapati. You use that one. So try to make it tight, and if it is sticky or cracking, you can just put a tinge of oil, just few drops of oil to it, and then it will be your clay. You can make as many diyas you want to.
Rishu, I think we might have lost your. Oh, there we go.
No,
We
no,
have
no,
you
no.
back. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Yes.
sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah. So here is the clay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll it. I'm making a small ball. See, this is going to spoil your hands. You have to. So I'm using this base, and with any flat thing or a rolling pin, what you can do is you can flatten this. See, I'm gonna use my brush. I'm making like a tortillas. Not too thin, not too thick. It won't crack. You can give any shape to it. And good thing about the homemade clay is that you can put it in a plastic bag and keep it in the fridge for 3-4 days. You can use it easily. What I'm going to use here is a small bowl. Whatever shape you want to give to your diya, you have to take that kind of dish. I'm going to put it upside down and will put my clay on this. You can see like this. It's up to you if you want to give this frill coming out or you want to cut it. And we will let it dry. Like I usually never cut these frills. I use them. You can mold them with your hand, see? And make sure that you make this flat surface at the bottom so that your diya or this should sit nicely. And you will not take out immediately. You will take it out after it dries. You have to leave it upside down and let it dry for 3-4 hours. And then slightly when it's done, you will remove your bowl, it will come out. I'll show you. If it comes out, if I'll take it out now, it will mess up. But here is the sample. I have done this one on this small bottle. I have used this bottle and I put my clay like this, and I made it yesterday. I let it dry whole night. It's still not dry properly, but it came out easily. Once it's dried, it can come out. See, now I made that space. Either I can put my candle into it, or if it is like, I will rub it. If it's not standing, then I'll rub it at the bottom, or will put another clay at the bottom to make it stand nicely. You have to do those adjustments later on, or you can sand it so that it could stand. See, now it's standing. So I'll put my candle into this.
I like that shape. That's a lovely shape that you made.
And
yes.
if you will lighting the candle here, it will be beautiful.
Like a shell. It is like a shell.
Yes.
It is.
And what you can do now, you can decorate this shell. I will let it dry 3-4 hours. That's why, like, I'll leave it this way or that way. It's not like tilting. It will dry. So even you can color it. You can paint it white if you want to, or you can put the dust to it. What I'm gonna do, you can decorate it with the
pushing and ये center है ना, इसको थोड़ा सा dip कर सकते. Sorry, I didn't realize I was on.
I'm gonna use the PVA glue to decorate it with these mirrors. I'm using the small mirrors, and I'm gonna paste these mirrors here. My idea behind pasting these mirrors here, when I'm gonna light the candle here, it will reflect on from the mirrors. It will look more pretty.
And do you buy those little mirrors and little additions just from the local craft shop?
Art and craft, yes. I got them here only. Any size you can take, you can put any design. Even another thing, interesting thing I found in Bunnings. I'm exploring Bunning so much these days. Bunning has the crushed mirror pieces, and in the same section where I found these sand, the colorful sands, so pebbles and sands, they were having the crushed mirror. You can get those crushed mirror and you can give that mosaic shape to this mosaic look. And if you will put that crushed mirrors all around here, it will look pretty.
And they come in different colors, don't they, the crushed mirrors? Is that right?
Yes, it comes in different colors. So I didn't realize that I would be making use of this here. So it is all your creativity. What you think it's looking good, you can carry on with that. See, I had made the flower here. One more to go.
So you said you can just paint it with just a normal acrylic paint, Rishu?
Yes. I'll show you that also. You can paint it any design, but I usually like the candle stands, candle holders white in color because we are lighting them at the night time. So when you will light it, it will look pretty. It will look nicer. And I have these acrylic colors. You have to just go over it. I'm gonna use another brush for that, a small one. It's here. And you can paint like another one I have created, the flat shape on this bowl itself. I made this. That time I made very small dough, the ball, and then I made it with my hand and then I put it on this bowl. Now I'm gonna paint with the acrylic paint. You don't have to put water to this. Just put the color. You can even dip your diyas into some sand as well. Put the glue, PVA glue, and then dip it in the sand. You will form different design. I made one by dipping it into the rice, colored rice. I'll show you, see? In and out, you have to paint. It's gonna make your hands dirty. So now I'm gonna put it here in my tray and then I'll lift my palette and then I'll paint. So that's it. You can let it dry. You can paint any kind of diyas. Here is the one I made already. See? A normal diya.
Lovely.
Yeah, with the colored this rice. I don't like rice putting in the rangoli because it's a wastage of food. So I thought of adding rice to my diyas, these candle holders. I'm gonna put all my diyas into rice and make colorful diyas likewise. I have one more idea, like if we are not running short of time, are we, Bettina?
No, we've got about 10 minutes if you, yep.
Okay. So I have this one. Maybe I'll just Mm. See, I'm gonna use this twine and this one, I will wrap it around my bottle. These are the empty bottles of the sauce and the puree from my house. Sorry, it's going other way. So could you, sorry. It's here. Now it's fine.
Yes,
This
we
is
can
the
see
empty
that.
bottle. I washed it and then I have this twine and I'm gonna glue this on the bottle. Sorry, I forgot to turn on my hot glue gun. Maybe it will take me just a minute to heat it up. And I'll show you how it will work.
And Sam, have you been making a Diya? I can see you working there busily. Let's have a look.
Oh, beautiful.
Very nice. And how will you decorate
Yes.
that?
Some of the techniques that Rishi just showed us.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe I'll
You,
put acrylic color, and I have some scented wax. So I will pour wax and make a wax candle in it.
oh yeah, good idea. Even you can put your batti also, which we use in our altar.
Yes,
You
yes.
can do that oil lamp. You can make it a oil lamp as well.
I can do that, correct.
So for these glass bottles, you need to have this hot glue gun. This
Okay.
I'm heating it up, and once it's hot, then I'm gonna wrap this with this twine. This Diwali, I have made all my candle holders with these bottles, empty bottles. I thought during the lockdown, let's make some constructive use of this.
Good
And
thing for me.
all these bottles and then wrapping it with this twine and putting some mirrors and this sticks around this. I had these collected these drifted woods, so
Making
I'm
it
gonna
very
use the,
natural.
yes, yeah,
And do you
all
just
this
use
uniform.
just tea candles, Rishu? Just little tea
Yes, I'm
candles?
gonna use the tea candles, yeah. Even in these holders, you can use the tea candles or you can light your other oil lamp. You can make it anyways. Nothing is going to happen to these. So it's all multi-purpose. If it's a tea candle, then you can use it again and again. And or you can put them in one platter, like golden or silver sort of, or black color platter with these golden lit candles into this. Yeah, it's hot. So what I'm gonna do, I have this twine and wrap it around as much you want. Yeah. And see, I'm not going to follow any design. I'm just wrapping it any way it's going. You don't have to stick it, you have to stick the starting and the end point so that it holds. In between, if you feel the shape is uneven, then I usually put this. Yeah, it's here. See? And this is the good project for kids to do. Easy also. As much you like. I will not cover it thoroughly because I want the light of my tea candle to come out, peep out from those pores. So it's done. See? Could you see me?
Yes,
Here.
that looks lovely.
And yeah, and now you can do it on the neck as well if you want to, or I decorated all my candle holders with these mirrors as well. So what this will do is your light will reflect from all around. When the tea light is inside and your outside room light is going to reflect through these mirrors, it looks really magical when there are lots of mirrors in the house. This is how we decorate our houses during Diwali, Bettina.
Yeah,
It
and
is,
just how simple but how lovely.
yes. So we try to create something new every time, sometimes recycle the old ones. It's not necessarily that it has to be new every time. Oh, to make it faster, I can use
And
this.
Rishu, what were you saying? The sticks? How do you? What is that? You adding those?
Yeah. I can. After doing this, I'm gonna put somehow the design here, or I'll do it to this bottle. I'm making the use of two. No. It's, maybe it's not because it's big. I'll use this small one. Once it's cold, you can remove this. Yeah, I'll stick it on this side. Sorry.
What's so lovely about all these, Rishu, is that you can be as creative as you want to be, which is fantastic, and just use products and that you have at home as well.
Yep. And I have these dry leaves as well. I'm gonna put it here on top of it. So here. And then you can stick more mirrors if you like. See? I just put it all around.
It looks lovely.
Yep. Oops. Yeah, you have to be careful for the kids if they are using the hot glue. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it.
Lovely, thank you.
You're all welcome. There you go. So I can put it on my Rangoli itself in the center. You can put some pebbles and stone, make it bit half filled, and then put your candle inside.
It is looking very pretty. That is very beautiful.
It is very beautiful, and I think you've inspired me to start creating something too. So that looks so lovely. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us today, Rishu, and sharing and teaching us about the festival of Diwali.
Sorry. My pleasure, Bettina, my pleasure. This is lovely talking about my Diwali festival. It's a pleasure being here.
Yeah, I'm happy that I came in. It's really good.
Thank you for joining us, Sam.
Happy Diwali, everyone.
Yes, happy Diwali, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a good
Bye-bye.
evening.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye.